care about one thing. Cha-ching, rackets, bang, 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 put you in your place.
Back in Week 7, the Broncos lost their first game against the Raiders. Can Las Vegas sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
On first down, West. Will get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate...
The throw for Toney is intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Fant. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 80 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
2nd down at 4. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Swings this out for Hunt. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that are best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second down and goal. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A gigantic sack on third and goal. A loss of 12. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This running game so important for them, and they know that, and helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force this.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Renfro. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free. Yeah,
it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every...
And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, able to power through. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Herbert on first down now. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll buy some time right, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. West. They'll roll him out right. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Back to throw again. On the move to his left. This will be caught. Judy. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jerry Jeudy, his 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. Read, if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the 50, here's Herbert. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. I'm surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move him back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Herbert's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Herbert And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Herbert throwing again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Berrios. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The open man here, Renfro. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 5. Again, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So that drive in total 8 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, baby.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the sideline, locates Renfro. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. This is the tight end fan. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Herbert. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Travis Etienne with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yes, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And he completes it to Hunt. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. He's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. West. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. West. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, West out to his left. This will be caught. Judy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. offense, they are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down. West. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Tony. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Steps away. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Etienne. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert now. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A gain of 7. First down, Broncos.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We got this.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, Herbert going right back to Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert going to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught by Judy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kadarius Toney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2nd down and 8. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. It's Schmidt. And he takes this up to the 4th. Before being corralled. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Herbert throwing again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it'll probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to